Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Zero Nightmare. As your degenerate re-roller in every gotcha game, I am bringing you guys the pre-release reroll guide. Now, just keep in mind that there is a lot of things that might change in this, and I will be streaming at the global launch. That's why I'm putting this out early. So you can feel free, if you have any questions, to come by stream because we will be figuring out all the fine-tuned details as we go. Also, check the pinned comment on this video. Any big changes I will make there. And if I do need to update the video, I will make an updated video, and if I do that, it will be in the pinned comment as well to go through everything for you guys. But let's go through what we know so far in the lead up to the launch. I'm recording this about 14 hours before the release of the game, and once again, feel free to stop by stream if you're going to be re-rolling as well. So first of all, the process. Now, phone for guest accounts. There is a system where you can get a guest account login. Now, I've seen some people get it working on emulator. I can't find a reliable way to do it. So at this stage, I'm looking at using my phone unless I can get the emulator working. Once again, if I find a way to get the emulator working, I will let you guys know on that one. But the thing with the PC build is that you have to log into your Stove account to get into the PC client. So it binds it straight away. You don't actually get this screen pop up with the options. So I assume it's just auto bound, which kind of sucks. But I'm not sure if you will be able to use this reset server once the account is bound. Once again, that is stuff we will be testing on stream. So I will update you guys on that one in the pinned comment and in another video if I need to. So that is one. It's looking like being phone as the best way unless you can get it to work on your emulator. I got errors every time I've tried on emulators with all different settings. So that's just the way it is. Now with the reroll, it's about 20 minutes per reroll. You follow the tutorial until you unlock summons. You collect all pulls from the mail codes, which we don't know if there are any yet. Any missions, there's always going to be missions or achievements where you can get some extra little bits of premium currency and stuff like that. As you do pulls, you'll get currency for the shops, so you can go ahead and get extra pulls as you pull more as well. And basically you do your pulls. If you like the account, you bind it. If you don't like it, you delete it. Now, once again, going back to this image, to delete it, massive shout out to Pridewin as well. They had this on their site as well. So I just yoinked it off them instead of looking through B-roll. And this one, you can see it's got the double person, and then it's got the reset server. That's where you go to, and that should just delete your save file and then go back to log in as guest. That is the way I'm understanding it. Once again, if anything changes, I will let you guys know. So that is the basic process of rerolling. Pretty simple. Every gotcha game is pretty much the same. You do the tutorial, you get your shit, you do your pulls, and then you see how you go, and then you reset. It's just some of them you need a different email address, or you need to salted emails. Otherwise, you get to delete the guest data. That's pretty much where we are at with Chaos Zero Nightmare. So let's go into the next bit, is what to pull on. Now, they did just release over on Twitter, and they did it in the JP live stream where they actually went into more detail on more of the skills, but Haru's kit. So the way she essentially works is, they got a little summary here, is that she has this anchor shot, and her whole thing is that she revolves around using anchor shot, getting it back, using it again, and it ramps up damage along the way. And then she has other abilities that ramp up the damage as well. She also has AoE capabilities on top of that, but she looks, just based on numbers and what we've seen, because we haven't been able to see her epiphanies or anything like that at the time of recording this, I think she's looking like probably being the best DPS in the game, which is to be expected as a rate up character. I personally, from watching her though, don't love the playstyle that much, so I'm probably not gonna go hard on rerolling for her if I can get a bunch of extra summons on the beginner banner. That is me personally. Once again, for a 10 pull, screw it, we'll just put a 10 pull into her banner. If we get her, cool. But I do definitely will go into who to reroll for in a minute, but I definitely recommend rerolling someone you think you will enjoy their playstyle on. But once again, I think we will get 10 pulls on her banner. Where did that 10 pulls come from? If we come over to this, they announced this over here, which was on the JP live stream, that they're going to be giving a gift of 800 crystals. Then over here on Twitter, they announced that they're going to be giving away a celebratory gift of an extra 300 crystals. And this one over here, they did a dev letter, which is another 500. That adds up to a 10 pull. Now, the one possibility is that this 800 that they're giving in global is the same 800 as this, and we only get 5 pulls. But hopefully it is a bloody 10 pull. Just give us a 10 pull on the radar banner. Let's not be stingy already, please. We've seen what happened to Stellasaura. Let's not do that again, please, game. But that is the general gist over there. Now, then we're going to have 20 pulls on the beginner banner, because we're going to get these ones. Where is it? That's the image. The pre-registration rewards, which give us the extra 20 pulls over here, which is for the beginner banner. Now, the one thing I will say over here is like that's like the general gist. You go in, you put 10 pulls on the Haru banner with your premium currency. You do 20 pulls with the standard pulls. On the beginner banner, you get any extra pulls you can through shops and shit like that. And then just see how you go. Hopefully you get something. If not, you scrap it. Now, with the beginner banner, an early 5-star on the beginner banner doesn't burn the pity, meaning you still get one at 50. At least that's the way it was in beta. Once again, if they change that, I'll be pissed, but I will update you guys if they do. And that's pretty much the gist. You'll jump in, do your pulls on Haru banner with your premium currency, do your pulls on the beginner banner with your standard pulls. Then you just go ahead and re-roll. Now, I've left a note at the bottom here. If there is a way to get to 50 pulls on the beginner banner by going further than like the basic re-roll, and that will be an option, then I will update you guys on that definitely in a video, because some people may just want to reroll and get their specific target. And if it maybe takes a little bit longer to do that, then people would be happy with that. This was a thing that happened back in Star Rail, and this game's really following Star Rail's type systems. So I will update you guys on that one if there is a way to actually get to the 50 beginner pity. That would probably require them giving like another 10 pull in the mail of basic pulls, because then that would get you to 40 pulls, and then you've got like 5 that you can get through the shop probably, and then if you just have to squeeze a few more out of achievements and stuff like that. But once again, that will be something I'll update you guys on if we can. Otherwise, just do your 10 pull, do your 20 pulls, and hope like hell you get something, and that's pretty much going to be the gist of it. Now, once again, that's everything we know on the reroll process and what I would be rerolling for. I'm sorry, what banners I would be re-rolling on. And once again, I will be streaming at launch. Feel free to stop by. I will update the video. Also check the pinned comment. If there's any key information, I'll put it in the pinned comment while I'm streaming, and update the video when I'm done streaming. So let's go back over into who to actually re-roll for. Now, this is massive shout out to Pridewin once again. I would say Haru, it's always the same. The rate-up banner, a DPS on a gacha game as the first banner is normally going to get power crept, but they're normally the power creep of the game when they launch. So if you can use 10 pulls and get a Haru, I think it's definitely worth it. She's going to be strong. Now, before we go into that, I do want to say though, in this game, more so than most gacha games, I think you've really got to lean into something you enjoy as opposed to the meta. Because with card games especially, because you're always using the cards, it's more about that play style of the cards, because you're always doing your strategy and stuff like that. It's not so much the same as like a turn-based gacha in my opinion. At least that's how I feel. I feel like this game, more so than any other gacha game I've played, you've really got to go for something you enjoy. So I made my previous video about my re-rolling plan, and I'm going to try and get Hugo or Renoa or both ideally, because I just really love the playstyle of these two characters. That is 100% all there is to it. I like the characters. That's what I'm going for. Now, definitely go take a look. I've made a video going through all the characters as well. There's plenty of other videos by other awesome creators out there going through all the characters. You should be able to get an idea for a character that you like. Now, Mei Lin is definitely a great option because she is just a universal DPS. She brings her weakness, so she's always attacking with strength. She's got her own buffing. She's got her own draw power. She's very efficient. She's a self-sufficient DPS. She's going to be useful just about anywhere, except for AoE fights. But, in terms of like boss fights, single target boss fights, she's going to be absolutely amazing. Then we've got Khalip. Now, Khalip, we still haven't seen what changes they are doing to her yet. She was a monster in beta for AoE damage and shielding. I think she's going to be a very comfortable character to play unless she is absolutely nerfed to the ground. I will update you guys on that in a pinned comment once again, and on the other videos as we go, or on stream if you stop by, on the state of Khalip, because I'm going to get people to start digging in, comparing things for me while I'm streaming, and then I will update you guys on that one. But I think these two are definitely solid options. But once again, I think rerolling for anyone you like. I know there's a lot of people who like Kairon from the Epic 7. There's a ton of people going for Rin. I know that much. That's pretty much it. Go for what you enjoy. I like Hugo and Renoa. That's what I'm going for. But once again, I will probably just put my 10 pull into the Haru banner and hopefully get something as well, because, hey, why not have an extra unit on your roster, because you will eventually need it. But that is everything that I know for rerolls, guys. Once again, sorry it's not absolute concise information because we are still waiting on a bit of information from them, but I wanted to get this out before the actual release of the game. And once again, feel free to stop by stream. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.